Hello, Steve Mills here, the Prudent Marketer, and welcome back. Hopefully you watched yesterday's video where I spoke to you about not only the association of prudent marketing, but also about how you can start to think about winning business from referral. Did you spend some time? Do you have a system? If you don't, then today's video is going to be hugely beneficial to you. So, we spoke yesterday about referral, and we agreed, or I said, that referral is one of the best forms of marketing on the planet. If that's the case, then we really ought to take this quite seriously and start to think about how we can win more business from referral. Let's just spend a couple of moments, if we could, just looking at the numbers. What do those numbers mean to us? Well, let's just assume that you've got 100 clients, just so we can work in percentages. Yeah, you got 100 clients, and let's assume that you implement a strategy, a system of winning business from those clients over the next year. And part of that system is to contact them, to actually physically ask for a referral. And let's assume that you ask everybody once in the next year. So that's basically maybe 100 calls. And let's again assume that 50% of them, let's say, give you a referral. Now, some of them will, some of them won't. Some of them might give you 2 or 3. Some of them are probably giving you referrals right now anyway, even though you're doing nothing other than a good job. So if that's the case, we get 50 referrals. And again, because they're, referrals tend to be high quality leads, let's assume that, let's play on the low side and suggest that we turn 50% of those into sales. Now, what have we just done? We have just, for free, no money, just making some calls, speaking to customers and so on, we've just grown our business by 25%. That's just by making 100 calls, 2 calls a week. Less than 1 call a day. 2 calls a week to grow your business by 25%. Now, are those numbers accurate? I don't know. Depends how good the calls are. Depends how good your relationships with your customers are, and so on and so forth. But what I do believe is that so many people don't have a really effective system. They have a system that, 99% of people don't have a system at all, to be honest. But those I speak to that do have a system that goes something like this. Oh, hi, Steve Mills here. Just calling as part of our customer service to make sure that you're happy with the service that we've provided. And they speak away and, oh, yeah, great, really happy, blah, blah, blah. And then they say, well, I was wondering, as you're a happy customer, I was wondering whether you could think of, anybody who'd be interested in our service. And that's it just ain't good enough, guys. Wouldn't it be better to say something like, thank you ever so much for your feedback. I was wondering, we get a lot of our business from word of mouth, from personal satisfaction, from customers like you. And I was wondering whether you could think of, I don't know, perhaps 2 or 3 people that we might be able to help in the same way that we've helped you. Would that be possible? And assuming they say, well, yeah, I know a couple of people you might be able to help, you then get the name of those people, and then you say to them, in order to make it easy for them to take my call, would it be okay for me to use your name? Because without that, all you've got is a lead. You've not got a referral. And so that is a really, really important part of it. So, I hope that tip, and that's, just to clarify, that's just one thing. Now, I strongly suggest in your referral marketing system that you have at least 4 or 5 different ways of winning business from referral. And, to be honest, it starts with doing an outstandingly good job. If you're really, really good at what you do, and you're better than anybody else or better than your competition, then that's probably going to increase your referrals anyway. But what we're looking for is the development of 4 or 5 systems, starting with that one Just go and make some calls. Try it today. Pick up the phone to 10 customers and just, calling part of our customer service, see how we're getting along. And by the way, there's a really good benefit of making that customer service call, because 99% of businesses don't make a customer service call. And if you do make a call and there is a problem, at least that will be uncovered. The old saying is, most customers don't complain, they just don't come back. So speak to your customers is another great tip, actually. How often do you actually physically get on the phone and speak to your customers? For some businesses, it's an annual review. The accountancy industry would be an example. You speak to your accountant once a year when you're doing the end of year accounts. And is that the right way to treat a customer? I'm not sure about that one. But anyway, that's about it for today. If you want to join the association, I'm sending you these videos because I really, really want you to join, because I think it'll be really good for you. It's 15 quid, £15 plus VAT. Sign up, use the email that you hopefully got this video in. Sign up below. Sign up on my website, theprudentmarketer.com, or give me a call on 01256 345 556, and I'll get you signed up and I'll get you starting to receive all this great information. Thanks ever so much for listening.